Welcome to Sabacc Chat for Book of Boba Fett, Episode 4.
And for tonight, we are drinking Kyyyalstaad Fizz in honor of a river in Kashyyyk that's really fizzy, apparently.
Oh, the river's fizzy?
Yes.
So is this straight from the river? Did you
With a few additions.
Oh, okay. It's sweet?
Very sweet and limey.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say limey. That's not swarzy. Citrusy, if that's any better.
I guess maybe there's no limes in Star Wars. I don't know. So before we get started, I wanted to say that I totally thought that this episode, or let me rephrase that. I totally thought that when we got to this point in the story, like right before we're in the Mandalorian timeline, that's when things would like start getting good and like the pace would get picked up and then we'd actually start getting like a lot of new stuff. And
completely right.
It seems like it was
I've
right.
appreciated the slow pace of episodes 1 through 3.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was great.
There's been a lot of really cool character building. And like, I feel like a lot of people might have the impression that they would have liked the Book of Boba Fett more if they would have started here. But I think like people that want the lore and want like the character progression and everything, like you have to have those episodes.
It's great. You need to put the blind in and...
Oh. For some reason I thought you paid the blind and I was like, I don't know. Okay, there's my blind.
Okay. I'll call.
Okay, so Boba Fett finds Fennec.
Which was so cool.
Which was way cool.
It was fun to see those flares to know that was going to happen that episode. You're like, yes, the connection is finally happening.
Yep, I'm going to add one. So it like now we're directly in the Mandalorian.
I'm going to add one too.
And takes Fennec to a Mod Parlor, which oh my gosh, I loved the Mod Parlor so much.
I did too.
The music was so good.
A lot of people have complained about it.
I don't know. The music was so good.
I loved it.
All of the people's like implants to seeing like okay, what implant does this person have? The vibe I got was super, super the Old Republic video game.
Oh yeah.
It's because it's got like synth type music, and I can just picture myself like listening to that music, like going to the. It's been a while since I played the Old Republic, but the main what's the main hub place called? It's like the big giant space station thing, and I'm like going in there and like going to the cantina part of it, or going to do my skills and everything, and I just feel like, hey. Oh, maybe it's called like the Fleet something.
Oh, yeah.
Because you use like the Fleet Pass to get there or something. I can't remember. You want to roll the dice?
Oh, yes.
I was totally getting... Oh, shift. What'd you have? They all go.
Something good.
I had nothing. I had 9 and then I went down to like -7. So
not cool.
Excellent for me. But yeah. I so loved the Mod Parlor. So cool to see all that stuff. Especially since we saw like the cyborg enhanced people already.
Yeah, to have that.
That now we see like,
that's
these
how
are the
Boba
people.
Fett saved Fennec so quickly.
Yeah, and like, these are where all the weirdos hang out at the Mod Parlor. So yeah, I absolutely love the Mod Parlor.
After she wakes up, she healed pretty quickly, by the way. I don't know if Boba had like a little like spray gun of Bacta that he was just using on her.
I just think the Mod Parlor dude was just like...
I guess so.
He like welded her all up.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of which, that attachment like... And then just like...
That was a B2 hand. I don't know if you noticed that. On one of his attachments was a B2 battle droid hand. At least it sure looked like it to
That's
me.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like rotates all these things and like the torch and the snippers. Yeah, so cool. 10.
I'll call that.
And I will add 1.
Trade.
One thing I thought was really cool. So after she's woken up, they're talking about like Boba Fett going straight and plans and such. And Fennec makes a really interesting statement. So when Boba Fett brings up that she, I'll put in another 10. That she, I guess when Boba Fett brings up that the biker gang took out the Tuskens, I don't know if you noticed this. Fennec said it's highly unlikely.
But that was their symbol.
No. I don't think they did it. So
You think it was
let's
the
do
Pikes?
a whodunit.
Well, the only other option is the Pikes, right?
No. Could have been.
Who else was
Major Domo. He had a speeder bike.
So the Pike overlord said that he had already paid to the Nikto speeders, right? Is that who he had paid protection to?
Yeah, the Kinlan Striders.
Yeah. So, I think it's obvious that it would have just been them.
That's the point. It's obvious. It's too obvious.
Then the only other people could be was the Pikes.
Did it?
And they just set up
The Pikes.
poor Boba and poor speeder bike guys who weren't that great anyway.
Looting do you
Tashi
think the
Station.
Pikes would rather deal with the biker gang than the Tuskens, who actually seem to have honor?
I think he understood. I mean, the
I'll
Pikes
give you that.
understood
That the Pikes. I think also the Pikes maybe like they didn't know who Boba Fett was, so maybe they're just like, oh, we'll get back to this stupid guy.
Yeah, if they would have known who Boba Fett was, I don't think they would have done near as much damage.
I think that there is like a chance that it was the Pikes.
I still think it was just the Niktos.
I don't know if
I
there's
know it's
anybody
super
else.
obvious, like they're setting it up that way.
She
but...
even said highly unlikely. Like she's totally like going out and saying, hey, in the future, we're going to reveal that it wasn't actually them. Okay, what are we doing?
You need a trade.
I need a trade?
Yes.
Hallelujah. I'm glad I need a trade. You dropped a card.
Yes.
And this is where she swaps it with the other one that she already had
The
planted
idiots
on the
are
ground.
right. Yeah, totally. One thing that I thought was interesting how Boba said that what his goal was to get back at Bib who double-crossed him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's the story behind that? No shift.
Yeah, I don't know if there was like a particular story behind it, or if it was just like maybe Boba Fett felt betrayed that they didn't like come after him, or like actually.
There's
got
to be something else behind there because I don't know.
I don't feel like
Bib had to have escaped the sail barge. Maybe it had something to do with that.
But Boba was already in the pit. I don't necessarily think you're wrong. I just don't think there's necessarily any time where something could have happened. Because it's like, Boba went into the pit.
There's plenty of time.
We've seen everything.
On their way. Well, I don't know. There's a story behind that.
We've seen everything, I think.
Maybe it was before.
Yeah, it could have been before.
Maybe it was clear before.
Yeah.
And Boba just hated Bib anyway.
Maybe. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Maybe there's like a comic we missed and there's like a story of Bib like
so
stealing some
if you know
credits.
the story, please let us know.
Oh, 50.
Oh, I was going to go 100.
Okay, I fold.
Oh, good.
Did you have something?
Maybe.
I had nothing. I kept getting negative numbers. It's like your bluff was better than my bluff. I'll give it to you.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I did have a good hand.
Okay, so Fennec and Boba head outside Jabba's palace to start reconning.
And she pulls out her awesome little
a recon droid.
Recon droid. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Do you know what it looks like?
A thermal detonator?
Well, besides a thermal detonator, it reminded me of Darth Maul's.
No.
Yes, in episode 1, he had a recon droid like that. It wasn't as like...
It was huge.
Yes, it was huge, but like a lot of years have passed by where they could have refined the technology.
I know, but it didn't look anything like that.
No, it was
It
the
had
same
antennas.
purpose.
Well, yes, maybe the same purpose.
Yes.
But it had antennas. I'm saying it didn't look like it. Yeah, I agree. Same purpose. But, yeah. Super cool. Super tiny. And I'm just thinking, like, is her, like, is the stock of her rifle turning into, like, a Mary Poppins bag?
What else was in there?
1,000,000 daggers?
Oh, just one.
What do you mean one? She's used one, like, 10 times. Okay, you paid the blind?
Yes.
Okay. Good call. You to trade.
Okay. I will trade.
Okay. They sneak in. And they sneak into the kitchen. The chef droid. Super cool. Just like, yeah.
You know what it is?
What?
General Grievous.
Did you make that up? You totally stole that from someone.
I'm not that clever. I'm
Yeah,
not that
I knew
clever.
you couldn't think of that.
I'm not.
General-
I totally should.
Yes, I totally agree.
You know that's what they were thinking.
Oh, yeah. That's 100%. They're like, how can we make a General Grievous? I was really hoping, though, that if they did General Grievous, that, like, Fennec would have shot him in the chest. And then Boba Fett could have made some, like, so uncivilized.
It was already so obvious
I know,
that they
but,
couldn't have done more.
But I think they could have done. Well, I also was thinking that there would have been a good chance for, like, the second I saw him start waving, I was like, is there an Indiana Jones reference here? Because is it? I can't remember which one. I think it's the Holy Grail, where maybe not. I can't remember. It's been a little while since I've rewatched them. But there's like the big giant Arabian sword guy who's like, ah!
Oh, and then just
yeah. I thought that would have been a great time for like him to do that, and then Boba Fett just like pull out a sidearm and shoot him, and then be done.
Yeah, except for Boba didn't have.
But then I realized, like after I thought of all this, I was like, but then it would have made a lot of noise, and they were trying to be sneaky, so maybe not.
Fennec, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Leave her to be what she's doing. Finish trading or stay.
I've traded, yeah. I'm gonna roll. No shit. And in comes, so they call for the rat catcher, and in comes the rat catcher.
He's so cute, by the way.
Who we've seen the type of droid before, an LAP series droid. I always remember it as the bunny droid because the designation of the one I always remember is BNI something, and they always call it bunny, and it looks like a bunny, so I always just remember it being the bunny droid. So it was cool to see another one of those. It's been a while. I can't remember like the most recent time we've seen one since. I know that they pop up in the Clone Wars some.
Do you know what I just realized? He told that droid that he was Boba Fett.
Yeah, and then it turned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was super funny, but that droid now knows Boba Fett's alive, and he wasn't destroyed.
One thing you're forgetting, though, is that later on in the scenes, that droid is serving him. At the very end.
Yes, but I'm curious as to, like, when he finally comes in and, like, goes into the palace and takes down all the guards and shoots Bib, like...
But he was turned off, probably. When Bib was probably killed.
Well, this was, like, I don't know how much longer...
we have no idea, yeah.
Did you roll?
Did you already trade and everything?
Yes.
Okay. No shit. Yeah. But it ended well for that guy.
Go
I will
big.
raise.
Okay. Call that. Draw.
Okay. I'm going to trade. Okay.
No shift.
No shift. That was close. Okay, so Boba Fett gets his ship back. A cool scene, cool fight scene. Fennec does Fennec things and just murders everyone. That's what she just does. I'll call.
I'll stay.
How good do you have? I think I'll trade.
Are we done with the flashback? Or did you have other things to say? Because I'm ready to move on.
I mean, well, the flashback, so we've got scores to settle before the flashback ends.
Yes.
You don't want to talk anything about those?
Well, yeah, it was cool. Skip, like, shooting all the speeders.
Yeah, that was great. We see Boba Fett, like a lot of people have been maybe complaining or thinking like, oh, Boba Fett's gone soft. He has not gone soft.
He still has the ability to kill.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very much so.
Go to the Sarlacc. The second we go to the Sarlacc and he starts like zooming in, the first thing I said was, they're going to do the seismic charge. I don't know why or how, but that's what's going to happen. And it was totally right.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. It was everything I would have wanted. It also reminded me of the whole like vibrating sand thing where it turns into like water.
Liquefies it.
Yeah, and you see like the sail barge like go down a little bit, and I was like, yep. I'm like,
that was cool. That was really cool.
You're staying?
Yeah.
And I'm trading?
If you want to.
Okay. Also, I thought it was interesting that when Boba Fett went to the Sarlacc, he said a particular line. He said, he mentioned, shift. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, apparently.
My hand was okay. I don't think it would have beaten you.
Yeah, lucky then.
Yeah. He had mentioned that he was eaten by those Sarlacc all those years ago, and I was thinking like, how long has it been? Like, it didn't feel like it'd been that long. It felt like 3 weeks ago he crawled out of the Sarlacc pit. Yeah, you know, but.
I mean, I think that goes to show how much he had even bonded with the Tuskens.
But do you know how long it's been? What's your guess?
It's been 5. The beginning of Mandalorian was set to be 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and Boba Fett shows up with Fennec. That stepping to find Fennec scene that was mid-end of season 1. So maybe 6 years.
Yeah, like
maybe 5.5 years.
At least 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He's been with the Tuskens like a long time.
Which goes to show that how much
or
he
he was just passed out next to Sarlacc for like a year.
Oh, totally. That's gotta be what it is.
Yeah, that's my thought too. But okay, Boba Fett's fully healed.
Congratulations. 3.
Oh yeah, I also need 3. Good call. Okay, time to math. Betting to you. You're that confident?
Maybe. Maybe not.
I'll call.
Okay, I'll stay.
If you didn't stay, I was gonna Alderaan. Now that you stayed, not gonna Alderaan. I'm gonna draw one. Okay. This might be one of those games where I just lose everything and Emily wins. Yeah. Okay.
Roll.
What's next?
Let's see if you have to shift again.
We go to Garzas?
Yeah.
No shift.
Okay. Garzas, you see everyone partying. I love it, you know. And then Black Chrysanthemum, you know, he has a chip on his shoulder and starts beating the Trandoshans up. One thing I don't like about that is how weenie they made the Trandoshans look. The Trandoshans are killing machines to Wookiees.
These ones...
Okay.
I thought about that as well, and I was like, these ones haven't killed anything since they were like 2 years old. These guys have done nothing. They've just been like playing whatever game they're playing at the casino. Like they're just hanging out at Garzas getting
So they've
pampered.
abandoned their heritage, is that what you're saying?
I don't know about abandoned heritage, but they're just making money.
Having fun.
And they're having a good time. They're getting drunk. I bet you, like, they have so many people that, like, kill people for them. They don't even know. They don't know anything about
Okay, I can see that. But I wish they would have made the Trandoshans a little beefier.
No.
Been able to stand up to him a little bit more. I know it's Black Chrysanthemum, but come on. They could have done something.
They were cowering. That's what they should have done. I would have cowered. Ugh.
You know,
You're killing me. I'll call.
Stay.
Well, I will add another one.
So that means you got a negative in there somewhere.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I've got a 0 and a 2 and a 3. No shit. We finally get the name of his brass knuckles, his lightning knuckles.
Yeah, what does she call them?
Knuckle dusters. And I'm like, that's cool. Not as cool as the things that I thought about. I think the last time we talked about Chrysanthemum, I called them like electro knucks. I like that better. But knuckle dusters, whatever. I'm cool with that one. I also literally watched that scene from Chrysanthemum walking over to like the guy's arm getting ripped off like probably 30 to 40 times.
Yeah, just look at the chips.
I was looking at those chips, looking at the cards, zooming in, getting screenshots because I'm like, what are those chips? What's on the face of them? What colors are they? I'm trying to learn everything I can about those chips and I'm like, I don't want to decide what it is until, like, if we're going to go back to Garzas. And we've been to Garzas so many times. And every time we've seen more.
The sanctuary.
Yeah, we've seen more every single time. So I'm like, maybe I should just wait and not.
I think so.
Pull a trigger on anything and decide what it looks like. But
she's going to be a regular. I mean, she's been in all 4 episodes now. First time. Major Domo, isn't it?
He was mentioned, though. Do I need to add another card now?
No.
You're still going in? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll call.
Stay.
Oh my goodness. You just gonna try and milk me for everything? Should have just called Alderon forever ago.
How do you have more silver than me?
Because I put in 2 gold. Instead of 1 of my silver.
That's right.
Yeah, because I wanted to keep one, so I feel richer than you for a little bit.
You're so far in, you might as well keep going.
Okay, I'm adding another one.
Oh my gosh. We shift. That's like an instant bomb out for you. Roll, let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards.
3 for me.
I was under 15. What a nightmare. Yeah. I feel like if I don't get really lucky, then you just need to Alderon. Maybe just the play is you just Alderon and then win it right there.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's like...
I mean, there's plenty of credits in there. I think I've milked you plenty.
Have you had any good hands?
Maybe.
Whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6.
That is so
I'm going to be gone for a while.
Counting?
Mathing. Hmm. Okay.
Garzas so pretty. Her dress is so pretty. I'm so excited to... Yes. I'll put another 100.
I fold. Let's count them.
Sweet. That was easy.
13.
Just leave you to your doom.
23. 27.
Do you bomb
31.
out? Do I need to call? Oh, yes. Okay.
31. 36. Yeah, 36. That's why I left. 'Cause I just bombed.
10, 11,
No.
12.
No, I don't bomb out. Yeah, don't count. I didn't bomb out.
Oh, yeah, because you folded.
I folded. That's why
right.
I folded, yeah.
Well, I'm still counting my
No,
money.
I don't care about your money. Count your money after you pay in.
Yes.
Start dealing. You can count your money on in your own free time.
Okay.
Okay. We get now to the meeting with the other families, with the 3 other families.
Yes.
I love that scene, by the way. I think my favorite part was they're like, we're just going to kill you. And all of a sudden, boom! Claws coming up and everybody's like, ah!
Good job, Boba.
Yeah.
And
he's just like,
respect,
he's
not
just
fear.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, yep. Boba Fett totally knew that was going to happen. He's like down in the pit training the Rancor, like, kill Boba. Ah, good Rancor. I know he's just down there training him. Right? He's got to be doing something like that.
I wouldn't doubt it. I think he'd have the trainer actually do it.
Maybe. But he like scratched it behind the ears or something.
Blind.
This guy can't do math that quickly.
Oh, okay. I will go.
Trade.
I will trade as well. No shift.
Okay.
Boba made his point with the other families.
200.
Chrysanthemum is joining his family?
At least hired for a job.
I can't see him actually joining the family.
Yeah, at least hired for a job.
I mean, he talked Fennec into it, so maybe.
I mean, kind of. Fennec was just like, I don't know, what you doing? Yeah, I'll come along.
It hasn't showed the whole other loyalty stuff going on yet. So if you...
Bet 200.
Oh, 200. Sure.
Alderaan.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'm close enough to beat you.
I'm gonna stay.
Dang it. Dang it. Okay, what have you got?
You reveal first.
19.
You win.
Yes. Okay, what have you got?
17.
Okay, good. It was like, I gotta take an...
I didn't want to particularly bomb out. I probably should have
Well,
tried
let's see.
it, but... Nah.
Nope. You would bomb?
Good fun. Yep.
Yep. Good call. Episode ends with...
Who didn't get goosebumps at that?
I know.
Seriously.
I'm just like, oh yeah, I love that music so much. I also liked the fade in into the Boba Fett music. They did a really good transition into it, and I'm like, who's coming in the next episode?
I don't know. It wasn't that fading. It was abrupt. It was abrupt.
It was good.
Mando.
No. I'm saying Mando into the Boba Fett theme.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who else do you think besides Mando?
We got Mando. We got Bo.
Yes.
And the Night Owls.
Yes.
We've got Frog Lady using Egg Attack. We got Dave Filoni. He's coming in his X-Wing.
He's not for hired help.
We've got the Darksaber, regardless.
Do you know who I think?
We got Ahsoka. What?
They've got all their own series to do. They can't all be there.
No, if Mandalorian has his own series, he's coming in.
I mean,
you can't use that excuse.
Obviously, he has to, but not everyone. Do you know who I think? Omega.
Omega.
I can see her coming.
How old is she?
Okay. She's got to be... Okay, she was like 12 in...
Oh, wait, no. She's the same age as Boba Fett.
Isn't she a little younger? She's a little bit younger, but yeah.
Maybe like a year or two.
I think she's a few years younger than him.
Yeah, like a year or two maybe. But if you think about young Boba Fett and Omega, they're like the same. What do you think? Why? What? What's your reasoning? I feel like you just like...
I just throw it out.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like you just spun the spinner of... And your excuse was, they have their own series. Omega literally has her own series.
Season 2 coming out.
Yeah,
soon.
and it's coming out this year.
I realize that. No.
Okay, let me continue my list.
Okay.
Grogu.
Luke.
Luke. Oh my gosh. Grief Karga.
How long is this going to go? Should I deal us another hand?
No, we're done. I got one more. The most important one. The bounty. The guy who was the first bounty.
Oh, the blue guy?
Yeah, the slimy blue guy. He's totally coming in. Because now he's like the Mandalorian secretary.
Not quite Mando.
So Fennec's going to like call Mando, and the guy's going to like pick up
I can see,
Mando's icing
because
service.
that's how she would get a hold, is grief cargo, and then you have to...
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
coming around.
To actually get to some level surface here.
You have something else?
A little bit.
Okay.
I thought it was really interesting how he shifted completely. He's this ruthless bounty hunter killer, most feared in the galaxy. I mean, even Fennec was scared when she first heard his name, even though she supposedly didn't believe him. But he's been literally raised by bounty hunters. Jango, Aurra Sing, Cad Bane was even involved. Bossk was there. And so that's all he's known his whole life.
Yep.
And then it's just seeing that shatter before his eyes, just how it just completely ruined his life, or gave him a new life, really. And how he actually bonded with those Tuskens, found family and purpose, and that very ending, you can only get so far without a tribe.
Yep.
And I think that sung clear to Fennec, and she's gonna come around a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
That. She's gonna come along.
I could also see Black Chrysanthemum coming into that once he hangs out with them more. Yeah. Super excited to see the next episode. It's gonna be just like guns a-blazing, I feel like, until the series is over. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be nonstop action. So
I'm excited.
Super pumped. See you guys in the next one.